Peace, love, and light, Aries, and welcome to your weekly general reading. If you're new here, my name is Ty, and I'm super happy to have you. Hopefully, you'll take a look around, like what you see, and hit the subscribe button. If you're returning, thank you so much for joining me again. I truly appreciate all of the love and the support. Hopefully, you've already subscribed to the channel. You guys, if you're new to tarot and you don't know how this works, it is a general reading. It means everything will not fit in with your story. Everything won't resonate. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't try to fit it if it doesn't fit. It's okay if it's not your message this time around. Check out other videos for other placements in your chart on my main page. What else? The roles are interchangeable, so place yourself where you see fit. You know what role you play in your story, okay? And you know where everybody else goes too. All right, so let's get into it, Aries. I was going to say I was going to pull because that was for a love reading. Sorry. I had a brain fart right now. Anywho, Aries, before I get into the tarot, I was meditating on your energy, and I get the sense that you either in the recent past may have experienced some sort of sense of loss, and now this loss could have been an actual loss when it comes to like a specific thing or a place, and you're feeling like you got rejected. For those of you that applies to and that resonates with, remember that rejection is a sign of God's protection. For others of you, I really feel like Spirit wants to remind you that you should never compromise your integrity for anything. So make sure that you're showing up as yourself. And if somebody doesn't accept you and your gifts as you are, then they are just not in alignment with who you are. You should never have to become something or someone that you're not just to fit in. And I don't think that that's an Aries trait, but you know what? Sometimes, when we want something or someone, we could find ourselves, just conforming to certain things without even realizing it. And so Spirit is saying, this is a time for you to really pay attention to either those around you. For some of you, this is like a romantic relationship. For others of you, this is work or partnerships like that, like business or your workspace. Just be mindful of what people are showing you, okay? Because I get the sense that you're in a state of transition, right? But I feel like this is a pivotal process pivotal moment in whatever this relationship is, okay? What you're seeing, I'm seeing like the observer, right? So whatever it is that you're seeing, whether it is actions from a person or various people around you at work or in a relationship, what you're seeing is exactly how it is. Take things at face value. It is what it is. Your eyes are not tricking you. Things are not, it's not like one of those situations where things are not as they seem. No, this is a pivotal moment in whatever this relationship or partnership is, and you need to take stock of the pros and the cons, or the things that are in alignment with you and the things that are not. Because I feel like for many of you right now, it's like maybe you were in a relationship for a while, or you were getting to know somebody, and rewind, pause. Maybe you've been in a relationship for a while, whether or not that's a partnership with work, business, or a romantic relationship. I don't know. You know though. So place yourself, make the story however you want it as far as what it is. But whatever this relationship is, maybe you have been in this space, this workspace, or this romantic relationship for a while, and you are realizing that things are just not working out. Like either you find yourself having to bend a little too much, to become someone that you're not, okay? To compromise too much, to sacrifice too much, and you're realizing that this person and you, or this situation is just, you're not in harmony anymore. And so I feel like you are beginning to strategize, or Spirit wants you to begin to strategize, to pay attention, so that you can really align yourself with what's best for you and make the decision that is best for you in terms of what direction you're going to go in with regards to this situation. I feel like if some of you are, getting to know someone new, or this is, a new partnership or whatever, maybe you are noticing pretty quickly also that, okay, wait, everything, it seems like we don't have like the same things in common, or like we're not on the same page, we don't have the same morals, ethics, values, and those are things to really take stock of, okay, so that you know what your next move is going to be. But if you find yourself, having to like compromise certain things, that should be a huge red flag for you, okay? And I feel like this is one of those situations where you could really you can see that the person is showing you, it's like the person is showing you who they are, or the situation is what it is. This is exactly as it is. Okay, so yeah, and I'm saying that, and the devil is at the bottom of the deck, so I feel like there may be just some unhealthy, it's an unhealthy connection. Okay, and sometimes sometimes the best thing for you is like to be separate from and not a part of. And I feel like some of you, this is the case right now. Like, I feel like you may have in the recent past been in a situation where you find yourself now reflecting like, oh man, and when I make a list of the pros and the cons, this just doesn't, I'm not, the balance is not balancing. The math ain't mathing. And I feel like many of you are really considering moving away from this situation, okay? Please tell me about Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this week. What is the energy for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this week? Okay, Page of Swords. Yeah, so I feel like, okay, if you've been feeling stuck, okay, Aries, in this situation, and maybe you have felt a little bit confused, because I feel like for some of you, like, you might be feeling like alone, even if you're in a situation, because you feel like stuck, like, what do I do? Confused about something, just all up in your head about it. I feel like clarity is coming. I feel like there's something that you're gonna see, or you're gonna learn or hear, and that's gonna really be like that catalyst for you to walk away. Woo, too many cards. Okay, we got the King of Wands, which is you, very much Aries energy, and the King of Cups. Yeah, so I do feel like you're trying to find again the balance between you two or the situation, but also a balance within yourself. And I do feel like, yeah, there's some sort of information that comes into your awareness that really leads you in the opposite direction. We got the Empress, which is, again, the divine, not again, I always say again, I don't know why, divine feminine energy. So yeah, I feel like you're choosing yourself in this situation, Aries. I feel like you choose yourself. Let me slow down, because I feel like there's a lot happening here. Yeah, Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So what I'm getting from this is like, don't let anybody lowball you. Like, don't let them present you, because I feel like you could, and this could be why you're walking away from a situation. You might feel like the person is not giving enough to a situation. If this is matters with work, it's like, you know your worth. The Empress knows her worth, and this is regardless of gender, okay? You could be a man and just be an Emperor energy, or be in your feminine energy as far as receptivity. You love yourself, you value yourself. Hello, you have high standards. So yeah, don't compromise your standards. If you know, and this doesn't have to come from a place of like vanity or anything like that. It's just like, no, I know what I bring to the table, and unfortunately, like, I expect certain things, even though we can get into a separate conversation regarding expectations. But like, yeah, if it's not what you want, you don't have to settle for that, because I feel like somebody may be trying to breadcrumb you, and this could be, again, place it where you see fit. If this is regarding employment, or like contracts or things like that, money, things that you know, are being paid for. I feel like somebody's trying to breadcrumb you. Like, you're like, yo, you're lowballing me here. You know what I mean? And it's like the Queen of Pentacles is like super grounded. Like you are already established. Like, you know your worth, you know your value, and you know that you are worth more than what you're being offered. Okay. And again, that could be a situation in love. It's like, yo, like, I don't deserve for you to talk to me like that or treat me like that or not put in any effort here, because I'm putting in all the effort. And so you expect that in return. Seven of Pentacles. Yes. So is the juice worth the squeeze, right? If you commit to this, or you've committed to this so far, what am I looking for? Oh my God. It's, you know, what is the return on the investment? So this is a perfect time for you to bet on yourself. That was the message that I was trying to get out earlier, because that's what I had picked up. So it's like, if you know, like if you can feel within you like this, if this feels wrong, again, the math ain't mathin', you know, you might want to rethink accepting that offer or staying in that situation, because the Seven of Pentacles is like, take a minute and look at your investments and really ask yourself, am I seeing a return on my investment? Is the juice worth the squeeze? Am I getting out of it what I want to get out of it? Okay. Yeah, I just want to clarify the Empress. Clarify the Empress for me. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. So I feel like having to make a decision is like, look, and for many of you, I feel like it's like choosing between something, a person, and yourself, right? So it's like, if you're an entrepreneur or an independent business, person, and you're going out and you're like, I know that I can, you want me to do this work for you, right? You're a contractor and they want you to do work for them, and you know that you can build this thing that they want you to build, and it's going to cost them 10 grand. And then they're like, oh no, well, we found somebody else who could do it for 5 grand. And you're like, wait, what? It's kind of like, yeah, well, go with that person that could do it for 5 grand, because they're not going to do like me. You know what I mean? It's like, you know that what you touch turns to gold. You know that you're going to do it with your whole heart. You know that you're going to do it. They're not going to do it with your energy, with your mind, with your creativity. And so, yeah, I feel like this is you, making a choice. Like, choose yourself. This is one of those things where take a minute, pull yourself to, because Spirit is here saying separate yourself so that you can think clearly, so that you can gain some clarity. I see the 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, so I feel like there's something better comes along. Clarify this 8 of Swords, because I need to see what this stuck energy is. Clarify the 8 of Swords for Aries. The 7 of Cups, yeah, having to choose, okay? And really, I feel like you could find yourself confused, but, ultimately, Spirit is saying, remember that your greatest ally is Spirit. So I don't know what you do or what you believe in, if you're a religious person or not, or yada yada, whatever it is that you have, that your faith is in, you need to go to ground zero and have a talk with God, have a talk, with spirit guides, like do that, because I feel like you're devil energy. So anything that causes you, anything that comes in confusion, you need to question it. Because if you're feeling confused about something, if somebody's coming along, because I feel like here somebody's playing mind games. That might not be for all of you, but that might be a situation. This might be a situation specific to 1 or 2 people, where you're dealing with somebody who's either immature, younger than you, or acts immaturely, and they're playing mind games. They're causing confusion here with the devil at the bottom of the card. And it's like, don't let nobody, if it look like a duck, quacks like a duck, is a motherfucking duck, okay? Like, you know what you know, and that's why Spirit is saying, like, it is what it is. You are seeing what you're seeing is what it is, okay? So if you're confused, Spirit is saying, if you feel stuck, it's because you want to be stuck, okay? Yeah, the nine of Wands is like, how many times are you going to go through this? How long are you going to stay there, like, doing it again, right? Like, yeah, Queen of Swords. It's time to cut something or someone out. It's time to, like, listen, I be in my Queen of Swords energy. I be having to tone it down, okay? Because I'm in Aquarius, and like that's my energy. I just be like, don't play with me. Don't play with me. I be swinging my sword left and right. I be cutting people out of my life left and right. I'm laughing. It's funny, not really. Sometimes it's not, but I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all, okay? Yes, swift change. I feel like there's going to be some sort of communication that's going to come in, and it's going to give you the clarity that you need to know to move away from this. I keep seeing the devil energy. This is unhealthy energy. And if you are stuck, you're not really stuck. You're only stuck because you choose to remain stuck, because you're choosing to not do anything. You're choosing to close your eyes and not see what's there. Okay, you're choosing to like turn your face. Don't turn your face. Yeah, I don't care how long you've known this person. I don't care how long it's been your situation, or you know how comfortable you've been in that game or whatever. It's just kind of like, you saw what you saw. What you gonna do about it? Okay, what you gonna do about it? Because with that devil there, it's like, somebody lying, somebody being fraudulent, somebody not being real. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there, Aries. I hope this brought you some clarity, some direction, some truth. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for staying with me all of this time. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you did, I'd love to hear how it resonated. Please give me a like. It does help the channel, and consider subscribing. It's free. If you are interested in a personal reading or following me on social media, all of that information is going to be in the description box below. I love you all so much. Peace, love, and light.